This is Gerbera cultivation under Polyhouse method. Gerbera we have started in 2013, beginning of the 2014. Nearly we took 6 months for construction of this erection of this Polyhouse. Then later we have chosen this Gerbera. Gerbera is in that period it is like a very commercial crop, and I have been through several training sessions. So, in 14 we have planted this 6 types of varieties of Gerbera color plantations, 6 colors. That is selected, we have selected from 3 companies, depends upon varieties and quality of the plant and lifetime of the plant. So, when we started through the fertilizers, through chemical farming, different kind of fertilizers. It's like NPK 2:1:4 ratio. We have gone through these fertilizations every day, 7.5 kgs of fertilizer, 500 grams of micronutrients, 100 ml of acids and growth promoters alternative day, in between chemical pest controlling sprayings, and also treatment of these diseases like rotting, nematodes problem, bacterial infection problems. We used to do drenching also. So, these are the everyday schedules. So, we have to do fertigation, we have to give fertigation, we have to do drenching, we have to do showering, we have to give spraying. Because of these works, maybe it is cost, but it is labor oriented, and also it is like analyzing of issue, analyzing technology, issue analyzing issues are there, problems are there. So, by going through all these issues, by going through these methods, we have faced several issues like nematodes problems, bacterial infection problems, rotting problems, mites and thrips problems. So, in such ways, after completion of 6 months, the soil has become like a cement rocks, hard of the soil. Due to these reasons, the plant cannot survive, cannot breathe properly, cannot eat properly, and due to this reason even the water could not be synced properly to the soil. So, that the mother root of this plant got sick. So, there the infection started, like bacterial infection, could be the nematodes problems, could be rotting issues. These are the issues. So, to treat these issues, we have started giving nitric acid, by which soil becomes like a sand, particles spreads away, no organic matter will be there, no life of the soil, it is like dead cells. Then what happens? So, we have to give again the humus. So, we started giving humic acid, and then what? So, fertilizers which can bring the soil again to the same place. So, then the such kind of fertilizers, water, liquid soluble fertilizers. So, then of course, the soil gets loosened, but plant could not breathe, eat properly. So, we used to get production deficiency or health of the plant or the health of the flower. So, then what? This is only for the digestion purpose. Then what happens? The actual because of these reasons, the disease starts. From the disease, the plant starts going to the negative side. So, when it got sickness, it starts calling all the diseases. Whatever weather, whatever situation comes, whatever angle comes, it gets affected to that disease. So, in the same time, in the same problem, we are going to face another kind of problems. So, if one problem starts, we easily get, the plant easily gets sick with another kind of problems. So, to attack these problems, we start giving drenchings like COC, Coside, H2O2. So, with these we have to give drenching and spraying, everyday showering, every time another kind of sprays. So, keep on doing all these things. By what happens by doing all these things, we got very much a problem with the labours first of all. Then cash is very important, because to treat this problem, single problem of bacterial infection, I have spent almost 1,80,000 in only 1 acre, half acre. So, that is the reason, that is also the first reason, and second reason is like not yet controlled this bacterial infection. Even then the disease has started spreading to rest of the plants, rest of the area of this polyhouse. So, not even 6 months I have got infected almost 25% of the plant. Then we another kind of problem is like with because of this water evaporation, water started getting evaporated. Why? Because the soil is not in a position to take the water into the soil, into the root system of the soil. So, water has to come out of the soil, and that water in the summer it gets evaporated. With that reason humidity starts forming, and when the humidity starts increasing above 60, the plants and flowers will get dull, and it becomes very unhealthy for digestion purpose. And then we have fogger system. To suppress this, we use foggers. Okay, what happens foggers when we have more than 60, above 60 humidity? That fogger, when we start it, the water sprinklers of the water comes to the flower stage. The flower which is in the humidity and the heat status, it becomes the drop becomes like a mark in the flowers. So, we cannot sell the flowers because the flower, all flowers becomes like a dirty and marked with black markings. So, we cannot sell in the market. So, that is also another kind of problems. So, to avoid all these problems, we started I from myself I started with Jeevamrutha in ZDPNF method. Within limited time, like say example in when I started Jeevamrutha, I used to give 5 days Jeevamrutha, every 5 days Jeevamrutha spraying and by through drip. So, first problem is solved is like blocking of the drips. When we give the Jeevamrutha, normal time this drips will get blocked. Why? Because when we give the fertilizer, these drips are in the drips, after leaving the water, some kind of fertilizer will be retaining there. That fertilizer in the heat time it becomes like a salt content, and salt content goes to the drip filtering area and gets stuck. So, drips blockage. But in the Jeevamrutha, after filtering 3 times, we are given through Venturi itself, and no blockage will be there. So, that is a one benefit, and another benefit is after 15 days soil has started getting loosened, so that the aeration started passing to the deep of the soil. Thus, the mother root got very good environment over there, and water gone to the mother root of this plant. So, when this plant started getting recovery. So, not only this, and apart from whatever the problems we have faced like nematode problems, whatever the content is there in Jeevamrutam is like a positive organisms. That Jeevamrutam, Jeevi, so crores of organisms started acting. When it starts acting, soil becomes loosened, and that culture of the microorganisms starts acting. So, when this gets improved, so then nematodes or the bacterial blight or this rotting bacteria gets suppressed, or this going to there and occupies their own area, and thus that will be demolished. So, this is how the Jeevamrutha started acting, and apart from this the life of the plant has improved. Cell of this flower is very good, and the color of this flower is very good. So, no deficiency of micronutrients. Say example, in chemical farming, when we get the magnesium deficiency, we spray the chelated magnesium, FeEDTA magnesium. So, what happens after 15 days? Sulfur deficiency will be there. So, to overcome this problem, again we spray the chelated sulfur. After 15 days we face another problem. So, for the nutrients also, when we spray something, we get the deficiency of another thing. That problem also gone. because so in this natural process it acts whenever whatever deficiency the plant erases, it gives the indications to the root system, and root where the root system is having rhizobium kind of bacteria. So that microorganism gives the food and in a proper way whatever deficiency is plant is asking for it. So this is how these all problems are reduced and life of the plant is improved, and the cost of this production is per every month is around 25,000, including this fertilizer, pesticides, nutrients and acids, apart from our labor cost. So that is also reduced, no fertilizer cost is there. And what happens to this pesticides, when we get a pest, we have spent 1,80,000 only on bacterial infection. So that money also saved. So we are going to reduce our cost and also going to improve our quality of the plant, quality of the flower, life of the agriculture, life of this crop is important, because normally every person of this gerbera, so they run for 3 years or maybe 2.5 years only. Whoever started with me, many of them 90% are removed their plants and started replanted again. But myself is, I am running this shed from last 3 years, still it has more life, more strength. I hope it keep goes on another 3 years. So thus we have got more confidence, we removed all these problems with a short time, with a less cost and more happily, because much important thing is here is a labor oriented. So we don't we are not pushing 4 members in half acre. I am just keeping 1 member only, that is only on drip time or showering time, and then afterwards we don't need to enter into the shed. Only while we pick the flowers only we need the laborers, or else we don't need any cost, any maintenance. Thus we are very happy. Thank you.